So Master Resell Rights, a crazy crowd. Stick around, let's talk about it. So I recently opened up a business TikTok account and I wanted to see if the algorithm, because when I opened up my TikTok account on my personal, I didn't know really what I wanted to do with my personal account at that point. And I didn't really follow any formula. I didn't follow anything. I just kind of went for it and I just, kind of did my thing. I went and I followed some people that I was interested in, and then I noticed that my algorithm was all over the map. But I didn't want to change things. I thought, let me just keep this account to be sort of the experimental account. So I decided to open up a business account and really follow the rules and really follow the people that I wanted to work with. And I found, yes, of course it works. Of course it works. But I did notice that it brought me into a rabbit hole of sorts, of this digital marketing, and because that's what I do. And I wanted to follow other more beginner digital marketers because those are the people I want to work with. Those are the people I want to help. And after 23 years of being a digital marketer, I think I could teach a few things to these people. And so I chose to go sort of there, and I connected with some of the people. And then I started noticing how crazy of a world that is. This master resale rights craze right now, it's not a new thing. It's actually been around forever. But right now there's a resurgence of it. And I'm noticing, but unfortunately, I'm noticing that a lot of people are falling into this. Well, they're presenting it as buy the course and then sell the course and you'll make gazillion dollars. And unfortunately, it doesn't happen like that to everyone because not everyone has the same appeal, the same presentation, the same communication skills, the same digital marketing skills, the same level of experience. I mean, I could go on and on and on. So, of course, the results vary. But what I feel sad about is when I see certain people kind of get in it and then get overwhelmed and stuck and feel like, oh my God, what have I gotten myself into? I'm overwhelmed. And then they quit. And that's sad because under the proper mentoring and the proper support, they could have actually achieved something. So it makes me wonder, and people are really cutthroat in this kind of circle. Before I went down that rabbit hole, I really didn't notice that on TikTok as much. I was more I really liked it and was very authentic and very supportive. But what I noticed from that crowd is how they what I noticed from that crowd is how they pick at each other. There is no need to bitch at anybody. There is no need to put anyone down. You do you. You're allowed to do whatever you want to do. And if I don't like what you're doing, I can easily scroll on and move to somebody else. So, but I understand a bit of the cringe because it feels a little bit like, the guy in the Lamborghini and I won $1 million kind of thing. What I see happening, it feels like you've got experienced digital marketers who are, producing good copy, good courses, and they're pushing it out there, which is fine. It's great. That's marketing. But it's also the thing about being sensitive to beginners and being sensitive to who and what you're doing. So anybody can go out there and make money. That's not hard. But not everybody can make a change. Not everybody can help people transform their lives into better. Not everybody can make people feel that they are valuable. And not everybody can teach people to learn new things and to really expand. And I feel right now there's kind of two camps. There's the camp that the hustler who wants to make money, and it's almost like a hit and run, right? They sell you the product and then they're just gone. And then there's the other people who sell the product, build communities, and really prosper because they're building the community, the connection, and they're really helping transform people. They're really helping these people get better lives and have a better life for themselves and achieve their goals. So there's two camps in there. But again, there's nothing wrong with either camp. It depends on who you are and what you want. Just be vigilant and know what you want and what kind of support and what kind of community you belong in, right? So I'm not angry at anyone out here doing whatever they want to do. Do your due diligence, research, make sure that you're buying a great course. Like I've bought a whole bunch of courses lately just to observe. I wanted to see what was out there. I wanted to see if there was anything of value for my members and as I'm building my course. And some of it really was. I was surprised and I love the clarity of it. I love the way that it was presented. And then other is total crap. I mean, other courses are just like, it's amazing what people put out there and sell. So, I mean, it's hit and miss. But try, when you're buying something, try to see the inside. Try to see inside the course. Try to see what they're actually offering and do your due diligence. You don't have to jump on everything that's, everything that's coming around. And I would actually suggest that at one point when you know what you want to do, hunker down and stop looking around and start doing you and start building your dream and start building your business and your thing and stop moving around, right? At one point, you're going to have to start working and start achieving things on your own. So that would be my 2 cents about that. There's good stuff. There's bad stuff. It's like everything else. It's like any other industry, but there's no need to cut anybody out. But I will say, when you promise something to someone, deliver, because you do not have a second chance to make a first impression. And that I learned that in the corporate world. People will judge you the first 5 seconds they meet you. So either you have a good impression or you end up having a bad impression. And often, sometimes you're going to meet someone on a very bad day and you're going to form an opinion of them, even though it's not really who they are. It's who they were that day. So it's a little bit like that when you're doing business with a customer for the first time. You do not have a second chance to make a first impression. So make sure that that first impression is a good one. Make sure that your customer journey is tight, that your automations work well, that you can deliver the service or the product that you promise that you do. You cannot come back to me and say, well, I wasn't ready for what was going to happen. No, if you're putting out a product, you want it to be successful. You're hoping it's going to be successful. So be ready for it to be successful. Because if that customer goes into your journey and has problems buying, getting your product or your service, it's going to be the last time, because they're going to remember that over everything else. Believe me. So make sure that you take the time to test out all your workflows and that everything works perfectly, because then you have a great chance to make a wonderful first impression. Like, follow, and share for more business tips. And give some consideration to joining my community. We'd love to have you.